Hello, my name is Elite and welcome back to my channel. In this video I will explain the meaning, definition and the example of all phrasal verbs of jump. Jump around. The definition of jump around is to move erratically by jumping. Now let me show the example of jump around phrasal verb in sentences are: Don't let the children jump around on the sofa. I paid good money for that. Interest rates and inflation can jump around much more, governments can rise and fall, and so on. We will not jump from event to event just to prove that we can jump around. Then suddenly I get all cold, and I have to jump around a bit to get warm. Now let me define the next phrasal verb of jump. Jump at. The definition of jump at is: accept an opportunity or offer with great eagerness. Now let me show the example of jump at phrasal verb in sentences are: Before you jump at an offer, read the fine print to find out if it's really free. She copped out of the parachute jump at the last minute with some feeble excuse. If they are given the chance to make a go-kart with their dad, they jump at it. I'll write you some nice testimonials, you'll see, they'll simply jump at you. Now let me define the next phrasal verb of jump. Jump down. The definition of jump down is: leave an elevated position to a lower position by one jump. Now let me show the example of jump down phrasal verb in sentences are: When the officers retired, Hashim used to jump down and play squash by himself. His chest had tightened with pain as he watched Carson jump down from the truck. She pondered anxiously for a moment, then decided to jump down anyway. I had to suppress the urge to jump down, run after them and argue some sense into them. Now let me define the next phrasal verb of jump. Jump in. The definition of jump in is: to enter something quickly, usually a mode of transport. Now let me show the example of jump in phrasal verb in sentences are: So, you've joined Twitter and you're ready to jump in and get started. The government had to jump in and purchase millions of dollars worth of supplies. He just wouldn't leave me alone, so finally I told him to go jump in the lake. Don't take too long deciding, or the other firm may jump in with their offer. Now let me define the next phrasal verb of jump. Jump off. The definition of jump off is: move from an elevated place by one jump. Now let me show the example of jump off phrasal verb in sentences are: pick up any piece of classical literature and names will literally jump off the page. They jump off the train so she won't freeze, leaving Hinkle behind. They were very foolhardy to jump off the bus while it was still moving. In the full knowledge that is the case, we can either choose to ride or we can jump off. Now let me define the next phrasal verb of jump. Jump on. The definition of jump on is to board a vehicle. Now let me show the example of jump on phrasal verb in sentences are: I suppose if she has a chance to get lucky, she should jump on him, so to speak. I took a picture of the youngest beagle, who loves to jump on people to be petted. In this way, it got to jump on its rivals and was ahead of its time technologically. Remember, you do not want your dog to jump on any person or pull away. Now let me define the next phrasal verb of jump. Jump out. The definition of jump out is be obviously different or special, to capture an observer's attention at once. Now let me show the example of jump out phrasal verb in sentences are: Don't jump out on me like that. You scared the living daylights out of me. When they blast, the rats jump out of the sewers and then dive back in again. They lurk in databases and jump out to sink their teeth in the writer's ankle. Well, she's not going to jump out of the window in the next hour, is she? Now let me define the next phrasal verb of jump. Jump up. The definition of jump up is to move from one position to a higher position by one jump. Now let me show the example of jump up phrasal verb in sentences are: He had only to express a wish and Natasha would jump up and run to fulfill it. He wanted to jump up and run outside, screaming like a madman. This time the paragraph will jump up one line, but there will be no indent. I don't think a lot of people will jump up and down and say thank heavens. Please like, share, subscribe and support my channel. That's all for this video. See you in next video.